We're going to look at the factors that affect government relations and public affairs. So these are common things that, as a PR professional, common challenges that you're going to face as you pursue your career in government relations and public affairs. Now, the first thing I want us to look at is the volume of issues to manage and track. Now, as somebody who is focused on influencing public policy, influencing regulations or laws, what this means is that there are a lot of issues that are going to happen in the country that you would have to manage and track or keep track of so that you'll be able to make valid suggestions. So, for instance, you are PRO for, let's say, Ghana Sugar Growers, yeah, maybe Ghana Sugar Manufacturers Association or whatever. Now, there are a number of policies in government that may affect this organization or association that you represent. So, you would have to keep your ears to the ground and know that, hey, this policy is coming, this law could affect us. What does the uh, policy say on importing sugar into the country? What does the policy say about distribution of sugar? Are there policies guiding that? What are the regulations that guide selling of sugar in Ghana? All of these things are issues that you need to manage and track for somebody who is doing government relations or public affairs. So the volume of issues you have to manage and track to be on top of issues, so that you can say you're a good government relations person or a good public affairs person. It's a lot. It's a lot. So if you're somebody who doesn't like to read or be on top of issues, you're going to have challenges functioning in that role. The second point I would want us to look at when it comes to the challenges that we are going to face is the hyperactive regulatory activity and impact, or hyperactive regulatory environment. When we say hyperactive regulatory environment or activity, we look at the word hyperactive, meaning it is, when we say a child is hyperactive, it means that the child is all over the place. Kofi, won't you sleep? Kofi will not sleep. You understand? Overly active. Now, when it comes to regulations, if you follow how laws and policies and whatnot are made, today there could be, lawyers will tell you, today there could be a law that says this is allowed in Ghana, and then 2 weeks from now, 3 months from now, that law has been changed, or a bylaw has been passed to amend a certain law that exists. So there are a lot of laws that are coming and going in such an environment, or a lot of regulations. Right now, as we speak, probably Food and Drugs Authority or Standards Authority, they are putting together a policy on sugar. You don't know. By a month's time, something else has come out. 6 months' time, there's a new regulation. So the regulatory environment is hyperactive. And that also adds to the stress because today the law says this, tomorrow it says that. And remember, you are looking at influencing laws and policies or regulations. So you have to be on top of issues, especially if it is hyperactive. And because of this hyperactiveness of regulations or the regulatory environment, there is a third point. So the third point follows from the second point. That is the heightened fear of missing out. Remember FOMO, heightened fear of missing out on an important piece of policy. Now, because the regulatory environment is hyperactive, or they are making laws left, right, center, as a PRO, sometimes you are in bed, then your heart, hey, what if they have made a law on this and I'm not aware of? What if, hey, I have not checked the Hansard in a while? What if something has happened and I don't know? So there is this fear of missing out when you're functioning as a government relations person or a public affairs person. The dire lack of spending power and staff is something that is common in a lot of organizations where the budget for the PR department is way lower than that of marketing department and other sister departments. So it is difficult for you to function as a government relations person. There are programs you would have to attend. There are meetings you would have to organize between yourself and some stakeholders to be able to speak with them and influence them. So it means there's a lot of course, moving about, paying for fuel, or maybe going for lunch with some important personality. And when you're going for lunch with these people too, you cannot come to my area chop bar. You have to take them to these bespoke places where a plate of food is 400 cedis, 500 cedis, and above. Sometimes those things help when they are happy with the lunch you're providing them and all that. They're excited and they're spilling the beans to you. So you need spending power, but then you will not have it. It's a common challenge that we have. And then staff is also lacking because you would find that in a lot of organizations, the PR department is made up of one person. The department is made up of one person, or two persons, or three persons. Commonly, two, one. Sometimes you struggle to even find that there are three people in. Normally, it's the multinationals that you find. A lot of companies just pick one person. You are the PR, and then that's it. And looking at the volume of issues you have to manage, looking at the hyperactive regulatory environment, if that you lack staff power or numbers, it is going to affect how well the PR department can perform public affairs function or the government relations function. Now, there's more pressure on reporting and measuring your team's return on investment. Now, if your institution decides that they are going to give you the spending power, what it comes with, and that is what we are going to study next semester: measurement and evaluation, proving your value. This is what you were presented. What have you done with it? You remember the parable of the talents in the Bible, where a rich man gave some talents to people, or should I say money, to people he trusted. And he said, I'm traveling. When I return, I expect what I have given to you. And then the rich man praised those who invested the money he had given them, and then insulted or looked down upon or berated those who had just, hey boss, you there, I know you are a wicked man, so the money, I put it under my bed. Here, collect your money. Those people, he said, you were not wise. Yeah. So if we're looking at giving you more spending power, we are expecting that you would provide your return on investment. Let us know how much you have spent, what you have spent on, and what is its impact. These things will be expected of you. And then, of course, in this field of public relations in general, and then government relations and public affairs in particular, building and maintaining relationships is critical. You cannot do without it. How do you influence people to help you influence policies and regulations when you do not build and maintain relationships with them? People are reluctant to hear you out if you contacted them 6 months ago and they haven't heard from you again, and all of a sudden you pop up. So build and maintain relationships. Now, these are two keywords: building and maintaining relationships. Building a relationship is different from maintaining the relationship. You can build a relationship when you go for a dinner party or whatever, and then you say, hi, my name is John, my name is Mercy, how are you doing? You exchange cards and all those things. Now you start building this relationship, make friends. But maintaining it, where it is not like after you establish contact, they will not hear from you again for a year or 6 months. All those things. You are not maintaining the relationship. Occasionally, you should be calling your assemblyman where the company is situated. Occasionally, you should be checking up on your MPs. Occasionally, you should be checking up on other businesses that you have stakeholder relationships with. All your stakeholders, check up on them. You hear they're having this program, be present. Oh yes, I am George from this. Oh, okay, you guys came. Oh, that's nice of you. All of those things are part of maintaining relationships that you have built. So these are the challenges that attend to, or the challenges that attend to the practice of government relations and public affairs in our part of the world, and generally, I mean, all around the world. These challenges are seen or faced.